Hey guys, so this is part two, and this is my test results. So I had to leave to go to work, and now I'm coming back for my test results. So I'm going back to see Misty, and let's just hope we got good results. So come in with me.
This is your RMR, okay?
Okay.
And what we found out is your metabolism is normal.
Normal. Cool.
Okay. So, for somebody your gender, your age, you're right in the normal zone. Now, I would really like to see it faster
Okay.
for you, okay? Because of the fact that you do run and you do work out, I really like to see it faster.
Okay.
What that tells me is you're not eating enough calories a day, okay? Or you don't have a lot of lean muscle mass on your body. So we need to increase lean muscle mass somehow, weightlifting, strength training, things like that.
I would say I'm not eating enough because I weight train 2 to 3 times a week.
You do, okay. So then you're probably not eating enough. So you're not giving your body everything it needs to keep that metabolism burning hot.
Okay.
Okay. Your RMR, so your resting metabolic rate, which is basically you sitting in a chair for 24 hours a day doing nothing but breathing. It is for normal heart function, liver function, kidney function. You're at 1469.
Okay.
Okay. It adds in lifestyle and activity, which is going to work, doing laundry, whatever you normally would do on a daily basis that does not count exercise. You're going to have 438 calories added to that. Okay, so this is resting metabolic rate, this is lifestyle and activity, and then we're adding in 30 minutes of exercise, and you're looking at approximately 183 calories that you're burning during that 30 minutes.
Okay.
So if you look at a daily burn, you're looking at 2,090 calories, okay? But if we are looking at weight loss, we need to stay in this weight loss zone, which is between 1,177 to 1,469.
That I need to burn?
You need to eat.
I need to eat that many calories. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So when we do your meal plan, your nutritional plan, I'm going to probably keep you right at 1,300 to 1,400 calories a day.
Okay.
How many calories do you think you eat now?
Well, not as many as I should. I know for a fact because my eating has been sporadic. Of course, we just talked about our work and life and stuff, and I find myself that I'll just give you an example. Monday, I went running with Tessa. We ran 5 miles. I did not eat anything beforehand, which is normal for me. I usually don't eat before running, and then showered, got ready for work and everything, and then I found myself I didn't eat until 11:30. Okay, and then I just ate a small meal. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't a lot. I will say it was under 600 calories, and then I didn't eat again until 8 o'clock that night.
Okay.
That's what it's been like for the last several weeks.
Okay, so we definitely need to get you on a more consistent eating schedule, okay? And that's going to help keep that metabolism a little bit higher because you're allowing yourself to kind of crash, and then you are eating food, and then your metabolism is already low at that point.
Not counting coffee with cream, okay? We're not counting that. So
I'm guilty of that too. I'm not judging.
I'm just saying that I solid food, not as much.
Yeah.
And like we ran Saturday and 8 miles. I did not eat beforehand. Other than the goo chew that I had during the run, I didn't eat until when it was all said and done, probably close to noon. Okay. Just the way the morning went after I got home and everybody was pulling me in directions. I know I didn't eat that much. I did eggs. I try to do that. I'm gonna try to get something with some form of protein. So I had scrambled eggs with some cheese and I had toast, and then I didn't eat again until 7 o'clock.
Okay. So when I do your meal plan, you're going to have a very consistent schedule.
Okay.
And I do want you to try to keep stick with it as much as you can.
Okay.
It's going to be a challenge for you, and you're going to have to prepare your meals and probably take them with you, and like, no, okay, it's 10 o'clock, I need to have a little snack. It's noon, or around noon you're going to have to eat lunch. So I do want you to work on that part of it, because I think that's where we need to really increase your metabolism.
Yeah, I mean, I burned, it said, my heart rate monitor said I burned 1,200 calories just from running that day.
Right.
I know I didn't take in 1,200 calories eating.
Yeah. And you know what, I'm not a big fan of like adding in a ton of exercise calories to your meal. So like, if you're training for a marathon or something like super long distance, you're in the half program. Okay. So if you're training for really long distances, then yes, you're going to have to up those calories.
I know.
But if you're looking at 5-6 mile runs during the week, and then maybe a long run on the weekends, I do want you to try to stay consistent within these calorie.
Okay. Because I got to do six. Oh, it's today. Today is Tuesday. Is 6.5 miles tomorrow.
Okay.
So
just go about your day, eat your calories, run your mileage, and don't add those calories back in for right now.
Okay.
Okay. I want your body to get used to eating this amount of food and this amount of calories, because we are creatures of habit. So if we're eating an excessive amount of food because we're running 6 miles or 7 miles or 8 miles, we're just kind of like making it harder for us when we're not running, when we're not running, because we want to eat that food. So I do like to kind of put you on these meal plans. I want you to stay on it for 4 weeks. You're going to have 7 days of meals, and then you're going to repeat that.
Okay.
Okay. It's also going to give you a grocery list, and it's going to give you example serving sizes. I mean, it's like super simple.
Okay.
There's nothing weird. There's nothing like crazy, like you have to go to a special store to get anything. Everything that is on a meal plan you can get at Myers or Strax or whatever. And then I'm also not putting you on any type of extreme diet. So it's not going to be low carb. It's not going to be paleo. It's not going to be Atkins. It's not going to be any keto. It's not going to be anything that is really to the extreme, because I just don't really believe in that.
Just eat food.
Eat food. And it is these plans that this plan that you have is actually created by registered dietitians.
Okay.
So this is a program that I use to enter information in there to customize it for you. And then it filters through, like, I don't even know, I think there's like 900 different meal plans, depending on what your needs are. And then I come up with one.
Well, I don't have any restrictions. So.
Okay. That was going to be my next question for you. All
right. This is the one.
Yeah. So, okay. So we measured your VO2 max. We peaked at 30.2.
All right.
Okay. So that would be the number.
Okay.
You are in a good category.
Okay.
Okay. So what this means is that your cardiovascular fitness based on your VO2 max is good.
Okay.
For somebody your age and gender. Of course, I always want to see my runners
I was so
here.
close.
Yeah, you are. So this is something that we can change with our training techniques and how we train. Okay. Now that you're with MWM, you're going to have a better training schedule, especially with the heart rate training zones. You're going to be able to shift some of this so that the VO2 max goes up and the fat burning zone, also goes up, and we can just make you a more efficient runner and healthier. Okay. So your low zone or your fat burning zone is between 80 to 119. Okay. That's really low.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that a lot higher. What this tells me is that you're probably not working out in that zone enough. So either you're running a little too fast all the time, or maybe in the same paces.
I would say running probably, because Karen's always saying, you finished that real fast.
Yeah. So on your easy days, we need to slow you down. On your tempo runs and your interval stuff, by all means, run.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm going to write this stuff down for you.
I have to slow down. Now, I run with Tessa, and Tessa is naturally, I won't say naturally, but she is slower. She is a slower runner. So I have to slow down because I'm running at her pace when I feel the urge to run faster. So that's where I'm getting
might help you.
That's what's getting my training in to slow down. But that's on Tuesdays, Mondays, and Thursdays I run with her.
Right.
I really just listen to my body and see where I want to, where I'm at.
How you feel.
Yeah, like I ran it faster this week. I was so proud of myself because the last Saturday was so hot and so uncomfortable. And we ran 7 miles last week, and I ran it in an hour and 39 minutes, I was just glad to just finish. And then this week we ran 8 miles and I finished it in an hour and 40 minutes, which that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I realized also, but I didn't feel bad. And I
Yeah.
did end up running with someone else that was a little bit faster, but I'll work on it. Because I do know everyone tells me to slow down.
Yeah. Okay. So, easy days. When your schedule says easy run, okay, I want you to try to stay definitely underneath here. Okay. This is going to be almost impossible for you to be able to run at 119. You're going to be walking.
I'll be walking.
So, I'm going to allow you to go up to 126. So, easy to moderate, this is where you're going to stay for your easy runs.
All right.
Okay. I do not want you, for any reason at all, dipping into this tempo zone during an easy run. It's going to be hard. But you have to do it for a little while.
Okay.
Okay. This zone here is that anaerobic threshold.
Okay.
Okay. So this is when that lactic acid starts to build up in the muscle. And when you get into this zone, now we're training a completely different energy system. Okay? So I want you to think about this. If you're building a house, this is your foundation. It's really important that we work in this area so that we can develop everything we need to develop to support all the windows and doors.
Okay. I get that.
So if you don't do this, then you never get better. If you do this, and then this, and then this, you get better. And what happens is this gets higher, so you maybe can go 80 to 130 or 140 or 150, and now what happens to your pace? It goes up, right? So now we're running faster, but we're still burning fat and we're using oxygen. So that's how people become faster. So all those people that are out there running marathons at,
5 minutes, 6 minutes,
8, 7, whatever, they are good fat burners because they can run faster at a lower heart rate or a higher heart rate.
Higher, yeah.
Okay, so that's my goal for you, is to just make sure that that we're trying to shift that. So we want you to become a better fat burner.
So when I get out there and my heart rate is hitting 140, I'm going too fast.
Yeah. You're doing a tempo run. Some of your runs are tempo.
True, but not the ones
Yeah.
but not the ones that are normal.
No.
Wednesdays are really
Wednesday's the only day.
their only day.
Some of them half marathon race pace. That'll be your tempo. You'll be in tempo for that.
Okay, but the 90% of the training is not. I'm
I'd
gonna
say
feel
80%, yeah.
like I'm not really going anywhere.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes we have to take a couple steps back to go a lot of steps forward.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this.
Yeah,
that's
you
gonna
can.
be. It's gonna. Okay.
You know what? I actually started using heart rate based training a few years back when I started doing personal coaching, and I had the VO2 Max machine, and I really started studying the science of it. And when I put people on these training schedules, they were getting PRs. And it wasn't because I'm like this awesome coach. I mean, it was just because I was using the science, and it wasn't just some random stuff. It wasn't just.
Well, I realize you can't approach every run as all out.
No.
Because there's no recovery. That's why it's supposed to be easy. I get it up here.
You understand it totally.
I get it.
You get it.
But when I'm looking at my number and I'm like, what? I got to slow down. And Tessa's even said, we got to slow down. I'm like, really?
She did this too. Yeah.
We got to slow down. I'm like, okay. I want to go faster. But I'm gonna trust it, because what I'm doing is not giving me the results I want. So we're going to do it this way. And I get it. Slow and steady.
Yeah.
Gets your heart, and conditioning is all part of conditioning. So that when I want to go out harder, I will be able to do it.
Right.
All right. I'm going to tell myself that tomorrow morning when I go out to run. I am. Well, if nothing else, at 126, it'll at least be slow and enjoyable.
Yeah,
I won't be panting.
you won't. And it's hot.
It is hot. It's going to be hot tomorrow.
And it's going to make you slower too because it's hot. So it's going to feel a lot harder.
All right.
So, what else? This is yours to take home. We should retest you after. What are you doing after the Hub City Hub?
Recuperating. I'm going to stop taping for now. So that concluded my day of giving you the RMR and my VO2 max. So I wanted to give you something a little bit different for Fitness Friday. You got to sit in on my fitness session, and I hope it was informative and also give you a little insight of some of the types of training, or I would say evaluation techniques there are out there. And I know there was a lot of stuff and a lot of information, but not too scary. And I wanted to listen to what was being given to me as far as information from myself, yet ask questions for you guys so that you had some clarity on what, if you decided to take some of these tests, what it is. And I wanted you to see how it wasn't all that scary. So the RMR obviously wasn't so bad, having my nose pinch. And the VO2 max also wasn't too bad. It reminds me of my military days of wearing a gas mask, and she fits it and it has to be snug because want to make sure that they're getting all the oxygen, and the better secure the nose apparatus is, a more accurate reading. So those are just some of the things that you can do. Now, I will say this. I'm doing it because I've done it before, and I am at a stall with my weight loss. And because I'm so active, I'm trying to tweak my performance. I want to run better. I want to run more efficiently. And I want to lose some of the weight that I have gained since I retired from the military. I do realize that some of it is muscle, because like I said, the body that I have today is not the body that I retired with. I wasn't doing any lifting the way I'm doing now. So in some ways I've improved, but obviously there's some things that I need to tweak. And obviously my diet has taken a toll because, as you know, I have been busy embarking on my new transition on my business, and my eating habits have really fallen by the wayside. So I wanted to get back on track on that. And I like the way it's doable, it's food, and I will have to do some meal prepping, which is fine. But I think at this stage, I need a schedule. And for myself, I need something that says, on this day, this is what you need to eat. I don't think leaving it up to chance and me having such a busy lifestyle right now is counterproductive to the goals that I want to reach. And I've worked with Misty quite a while. She's a great trainer. I worked with her when she was an employee at a different company, and now she's branched out on her own business, Miles with Misty. And she has a great YouTube channel, Intro. And she has helped a lot of people. She's actually an ultra marathoner, so she's one of those crazy people that does 100 miles. And she's just full of energy, and she's in her 40s. So she understands some of the plights as women that we have. She's also a businesswoman, and we kind of mirror a lot of our experiences in starting a business from start to finish. She started on her journey opening up her business, and it was in lightning speed. So when you're working for yourself and having, she's also a wife, a mother. She has teenage daughters who are very active, and they have their own extracurricular activities. So she understands, and she walks the walk. So I trust her training and expertise. I've worked with her in the past with the marathon training. So I feel like I'm in good hands. So I just need to trust the process and do my part. And hopefully I will start seeing some results. So I'm excited about that. But I want to bring you on to a different type of journey for Fitness Friday. Don't be afraid to try something different and get different evaluations to see where you're at. It did not cost that much. Obviously, these things are going to be different in your own neck of the woods, but it's very cost efficient, and I felt it was worth the money. It's an investment for myself, so I've and I'm getting a certain level of coaching, so I feel like for me it's definitely justified. But you know what? If you feel like you've hit a wall, now that you've heard these terms RMR and VO2 max, they won't sound so scary. And I'm sure in your area there are gyms that are actually having that. Now, I get my sneakers at a store called Fleet Feet, and it's a national chain, and they actually hosted the VO2, the RMR, and the underwater body fat test, which I've also done. And I'm sure any decent size, well established gym probably once or twice a year has that. And of course, you can also Google it and see in your local area where you can go. So the next step that I'm going to take is going to the body pod and getting my body fat tested that way. If you've ever watched The Biggest Loser and you see like this egg-shaped type machine, that's what's used for the body pod. So I'm going to schedule that, and I think my trainer friend Tammy is also going to go with me, so that'll be interesting because she's quite muscular, and I am curious to know what her body fat is. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I will keep having you come along. So let me know in the comments. I know it's a lot of information, but hopefully that'll spark up something for you to try to do. And you can also Google all that information, RMR and VO2 max. I hope it was informative. Maybe you had a good time laughing at me as I was going through, because I'm telling you, that incline was a beast. It was a beast. And if you kind of squint and listen, you can hear me panting. Like I thought my heart was on fire. It was pretty intense. I have never ran on an incline that high, and I felt it right away. But they needed to spike my heart rate, and they did. So that is all I have for Fitness Friday. I will see you next week. I am going to do my 9 miles over the weekend. I will be out of town. I may give you another video with my friend Joyce on our road trip. Take care of yourself and each other. Let me know what you thought about my RMR and VO2. So take care of yourself and each other. Talk to you soon. Bye.